Hello and welcome to this week's vlog. This week we get on with our bathroom, which is behind this wall, and also Ellierose's bedroom and bathroom.
Had a good clean out in here. Well, Steve's brushed it all out and given it a good hoover. He's done the best he can to clean that little shelf there, and up there's been cleaned out as best we can for now. We've put some cardboard down on the floor.
It might stay like this forever now.
It will not. So what we're doing now is Steve's just going to pop the toilet in, just so that we can use it on a night. We're going to still carry on going outside during the day, but it's just for the night time, so we don't have to go running out down the yard.
Especially since it's winter and rainy.
Yeah. So we've had it taped up because it connects into the septic tank and the toilet that we're using at present outside in the yard.
A bit of muck in there, but I have to stay. I'm going to take the seal out of this because it's got two seals on that anyway, I think.
And we can't connect the cistern just yet because, as you can see here, that's for the cistern, but there's no water connected to the bathrooms as yet. So what we'll end up doing is using a bottle of water and just flushing it.
It didn't smell as bad as I thought it would.
No?
I expected it to be really smelly.
The dogs are quite fascinated, wondering what's going on in here.
There we go. Right.
Come on, Alfie. Back this way, go on. Can you manage that on your own?
Yeah.
So you just see the fitting there, and then it just goes into that hole there.
And it should just drop in nicely, nice and tight on there.
Yeah?
Yeah. As long as it's right down. Yeah.
There's not going to be much room to tile down the back of there.
No, I do have a little bit of give, but not a lot. Well, it's only this bit what's probably going to stick. I don't know. We'll have a plate. Could have maybe done with half an inch.
Yeah.
Well, not half an inch. 10mm just to get tiles down, but
we'll sort as we go. So yeah, so that's that little job done. That saves us running down the yard in the middle of the night when it's absolutely pouring it down.
what we'll do is just throw a bottle of water down there just to stop any smells coming back up, and we'll just have a bottle of water for flushing later. So we'll put that seal back in the toilet box.
Oh, Steve's just painted the gable wall at one side of the house. That's now had 2 coats like the rest. And he's just bringing a long plank back that he used to stand on the roof.
That's heavy.
Ellierose and I have cleaning the goats out, and outside the chicken pen we've found all this lovely compost. So that's we're just going to pop that into this bed that we're composting ready for next year. So we'll do that.
So today we are working in my room, so this is the bathroom. We've just cleared out the floor in here and we've moved some things in that were in what's going to be my bedroom. And I'll just show you what we're doing in there now. So over in here, Dad has now chipped out that far end that used to be filled with uneven concrete. I'm not sure what they were doing there. And the main thing now is smoothing out this plaster. It was quite uneven, as you can see, but Dad does seem to be doing a really good job smoothing it out.
So basically what I'm doing is just using the edge of the trowel on this wall, rubbing it down, and as I rub you'll see there's quite a lot of dust and mud comes off, and it's just levelling out some of these ridges. Now I don't want a perfect wall because it's got to sort of match into some of the other wall. So we'll just carry on doing that and we'll show you the results after, because it's a bit noisy.
And because it is quite dusty work, we have got protective gear on, so we'll just get on with the work now.
So that's all this wall blended in. We've rubbed it down, scraped some off as I showed you I was doing. We've also chipped out the bottom of this wall, which is the back wall of the house. Right along the bottom there was like a bead of concrete. Hope you can see that. So I've chipped all that out as well. Don't really know why that was there. I think it was maybe there to stop the water leak. If you remember early on in one of our videos, Ellierose had quite a bad leak in the house when it rained really hard. I think it must have been put there by previous owner to try and slow that down, stop it, whatever. But it never worked, and it always looked scruffy. But now I've had pointing done, I've moved some of the earth around the other side and gutters on. Hopefully that'll cure all that problem. So that's looking a bit tidier today. I think we need to wash all the walls down before we paint. We're going to do this in a couple of stages because of the amount of materials we've got kicking about. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint up to this line where I knocked the wall out, back to the far wall over there, ceiling and walls, obviously filling the cracks and what have you. And then when we've done that, we'll move my beers, the tiles, the shower tray will move into our bathroom, ready for it going down. And we'll do the other, well, third of the room, it's not half. We've also got the doors and things to sand down. Ellierose is just having them painted, so we're just going to sand them and make them white. And then that back wall she's going to wallpaper. Well, we're going to wallpaper. Yeah, which should be an experience. I think I've only ever wallpapered once and that didn't go very well, but yeah, we'll see. Hi, so this morning we're going to plasterboard this wall, but while we've been talking about doing it and what we're going to do, we've actually come up with a couple of ideas what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is run a couple of battens down the wall using this, and then obviously that's to fasten the plasterboard on, but then we're also going to put some shelves across, but we're going to try and make floating shelves. So what we're going to do is put some more battens across, then the plasterboard, but drill through the plasterboard, through the batten and into the concrete, set some threaded rod in there, and then use some of the wood, what's similar to the beams, for shelving. It does look quite good when it's done. We've done some in the kitchen and cleaned it up and put some ship varnish on it so it's well waterproofed, and it comes up quite a nice colour. Probably not quite as light as what Debbie had liked, but yeah, it's still a good colour. We're also thinking of putting a low shelf down here to store toilet rolls and such like in. So yeah, that's what we're going to attempt to do today. So I'm going to put this on. I've got some plastic silver foil insulation, what I'm going to put down the wall behind the battens. Batten across where the shelves want to be. Maybe some more insulation, then the plasterboard, and then we'll leave drilling the holes for the shelves later, so I'll have to remember to make sure I mark where the battens are so we know where we're drilling. So this down here where I said a shelf, it won't be a shelf, it'll be a cupboard. It'll be there for keeping toilet rolls and such like in, and it'll have a lift up lid rather than an open door, because obviously the toilet will be in the way by that time. So that's roughly how it's going to look shelf height wise. The horizontal pieces will be where the mounting for the shelves go, and the cupboard's going to go on the second block up. It'll be round about that sort of height from the floor, which should give us plenty, and I've just measured, and lifting the lid will give us like 50mm underneath the shelf, so that should stop us trapping fingers or anything like that. So I'm just going to pull all that out now, put some foil behind it, put this back, more foil, and then some plasterboard. I'll show you that as we do it. And I was just thinking, you know, just this shape was a bit of fun, so when I come to do this shape up here, yeah, cross your fingers please. So that's the board just screwed on, just tidy up now, and then tomorrow I'll mix some filler up and fill all the edges and what have you. Then that'll be job done until we decide to plaster, because this is a filling job while I can't get into Ellierose's at the moment, so yeah, I set off doing this and now they've gone shopping, but I was halfway through, so we'll carry on with Ellierose's tomorrow. Oh no, might not be tomorrow because we've got a party or whatever. So we're back in Ellierose's this morning, and we're just going to fill in these cracks down here ready for painting. There's another crack down this wall behind me, and then we're going to rub the woodwork down ready for painting. But we won't be painting the woodwork first, we'll be painting the rest, but we don't want the dust all over, so that's what we're going to do this morning. So what I'm using is just some decorator's sealing in a caulking gun, a little bit of water in a dish, and a sponge just to wipe it off when it's done. So just do that, and yeah, just see what we're doing. So I'm just running down in the crack. What I have also done, what I haven't said, is I've tapped all the walls down the side, made sure they're solid, and there's no point filling a crack and having a loose piece here, because yeah, it might just fall out in future dates. So then I'm just blending it in with my finger. Well, pushing it into the hole, really, into the gap really, because the gun nozzle's not wide enough to get into the gap. So I'm pushing it as much as I can. Where it is a bit wider, I'm trying to force it into the gap with the gun. I've got the gap filled, all I'm doing is just sponging across it. So I don't pull it out. I want a damp sponge, not a wet one. So the next job's to do is sand this woodwork, both sides of the doors, the door itself, obviously both sides, and all the frame inside. Then we'll fill the screw holes, what I've put through to hold the wood to the wall. I'm going to put a trim down here anyway, but I'm just going to go over this and just sand it so it's just blends in a little better. We'll put some architrave or something along the top of the door here and down the side where the hinges is down here. But that'll be at a later date. I haven't got the architrave for that yet, or whatever we're going to use. But there is a lot of screws, not screws, nails still in this where I pulled the trim of wood off before. So I'm going to pull all the nails out first. Most of them are on the inside, so you won't see a lot of that, but it's only pulling nails. So we're just going to start sanding these. I've got some goggles, well, safety glasses really, and a dust mask when I get them all in the right order. I also have the hoover attached to the sander. It seems to pull out quite a lot of the dust, but it is quite noisy. So we'll just record a bit and then we'll show you what it's like when we're done. So rather than trying to rub all the paint off, all we're trying to do is just roughen it up to key it so when we do paint it adheres to it. So that's what we're doing. We'll do that all the way around the frame, inside, outside, and then we'll do the door. The door I'm going to lift off and we'll just do it outside.
So we're here tonight at a friend's Halloween party. She's gone to a lot of trouble doing some wonderful decorations. I'll just give you a quick spin round and show you what it's all about. We have Laura, hostess, and Dave, the host, friend Michelle. Steve, of course, has come as a zombie. Ellierose is a vampire. And Ellierose's new boyfriend. I knew we'd get her married off sooner or later. Oh, my God. Oh, and Laura's Morticia.
I am, and here's the black cat for Halloween.
Oh, yes. But I came as a cat too, which I'll show you in a minute.
Don't use my lid to try it.
Where are you going, Laura?
Going to get a drink.
Oh, that's all right then.
Coming to the kitchen. You're welcome. Come to the...
She's gone to a lot of trouble. It's beautiful.
This is normal.
What's that? O'Grady's bar.
That's in memory of my dad.
Ah, oh, bless.
My maiden name. My dad. O'Grady's bar. He'd be here having a drink with us. Probably in spirit, as it's Halloween.
Oh dear. So do you approve of our future son-in-law?
Yeah.
I like him.
He's dead nice.
It's very quiet.
I've cut out the smoking there. It's not good for him. Even worse for this one. So that's all for this week. As you can see, all the land's nicely greening up after all the rain. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget the links for Instagram and Facebook below. Bye!